Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with the last challenge accepted for the year, and what a fun year it has been. This month we're doing the Scrap-A-Sketch Sketchy recipe challenge. So there's a sketch and a recipe, and this was last Friday's sketch. And my recipe that I'm choosing, the ingredients I've chosen are stripes, flare, florals, stars, and hearts. So that should be fairly easy to comply with. What I'm seeing here is are some paper pieces down here. I'm gonna actually use vertical stripes because that's the paper I have. And I'm killing my Mind the Scrap November kit. And then I have a doily for the round part, and I've got some pieces of 6x8 Simple Stories, Country Harvest maybe, papers that were also in the kit. And then I'm gonna do some embellishments here and probably in a lot of other places, you know me. And these are the embellishments I've pulled from the kit and from my own stash because I've got all 4 of the kids in my photo. This is an interesting photo. I had not ever seen it before, and it showed up on James's Facebook page. And as with many older photos, there's a story that's being told beyond the story, beyond the photo. This one, you know, the Ava and Barrett were obviously mugging for the camera. This was taken in December, and they're drinking hot chocolate because I can see the marshmallows floating in. And we're obviously using plates, paper plates that were left over from Allie's birthday party, because she has an October birthday and we always have a Halloween themed birthday party for her. And before we had a dining table, this right here where this bed is where our dining table is now. And we hadn't built out the kitchen, and we really weren't living here full time. We still had our other house, and we were having to go back and forth because the pool needed cleaning, and we just needed to watch and make sure nobody was stealing anything. When we first started staying here, we left some potted plants and rain barrels and other things out, and some people who were in the neighborhood, we know who it was, actually noticed that we weren't there, and they helped themselves to our plants and pots and disconnected the water barrels, the rain barrels from the, anyway, that's a different story. So I recognize the sheets on the bed and these silly little tables. There's the medicine minder behind Allie. So this was clearly our bedroom, but it's also the only place that we had to serve hot chocolate. And I didn't have a kitchen, so I didn't have a stove. So I made the hot chocolate in the only thing that I had, which was my Keurig. I had bought some hot chocolate little pods to go in the Keurig. and I'm not sure what food they were expecting to have served there. I forget that. But it just, and you can see from this that the carpet is still down. I hadn't ripped up the carpet and put down the vinyl flooring yet. So I love this picture of the kids, and I love the additional bits of the story that I can tell here. So I'm going to do a lot of journaling for this one, but it's going to probably be on the back. I don't have a lot of photos of when we were living like this. So anyway, that's enough of that story. So I'm just going to kind of start gluing things down, and we'll see where we get. This is a Pink Fresh pattern here, and as you can see, I hate the paper tape so much that I'm actually doing, and I must have cut some off of it because I don't have the full 12-inch length, but I feel like that's probably going to be okay. This is a double layer of I thought it was Might be just a single layer, but I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive kind of in the center there. And I'll do that because I want to see these stripes through there. I'm going to put the photo down, and then I will place, based on that, I'll place the other things. This can go here. And here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Get this down because I've got a strip that's going to go across, and I've got this down a little further on the it's not centered on the doily, and I'm thinking that's okay. And then this can go like so. And like so. I'll do that there. And then similarly, I'll line this one up with that row of dots, and it'll come up a bit. That's a different row of dots down at the bottom, so I'm going to do it, I'm going to space it that way. And then this goes across here like that. And then this goes here, and I'm going to put some foam behind it. And then we'll get to the fun part, the embellishing. I guess I don't want it upside down. So we're going to do it like that. Okay, now I'm going to do the title because I want, and you know, since I've been using this sticker sheet, I've been looking for an excuse to use the life captured as a title. And so that's exactly what this is. It's just a little silly moment in life captured. And I'm gonna kind of do it like so. Let me get some foam. To put behind it. I'm looking for a small-ish piece. I'm going to do it like so, where it just barely overlaps. I don't want to cover too much of Katybug. And when I've got a photo that has colors in it that are so different from the colors I'm using in the rest of the page, that's when I really like adding in a bunch of colors that don't match anything. Some might call them accent colors. I call them kind of explaining the rest of the page sort of colors. I'm going to try to sneak this under there. And do that. Okay, that gives me my big old title, and that means I have to balance it with some things up here. So I'm gonna start now. One thing that I want to use, because the colors are perfect, is this, and I think it can go kind of right there, but it does need some foam. The color of that lamp is exactly that same color, and it's just perfect. Right there. Again, overlapping the photo, but not enough to cover up anything that's important. Okay, and because they're drinking hot chocolate, I've got this little mug that that's kind of perfect. So I thought maybe I would just scooch that down there. And because it's all the kids together and I need florals for my recipe, I've got this ampersand. And I love ampersands when there's a group of people and when the togetherness is kind of the story. And I've got a strand of hair on here. Does that ever happen to you? It worries me when I get hair on my scrapbooking pages, because then I worry about the meals that I cook. Okay, where am I going to put this ampersand? I can put it kind of right there, but I need my trusty little tiny strips to lift it up, because I don't want it flat. It will just really look so much better if it's lifted up. And I think it's light enough that I really don't need to lift a whole lot of it, but I do want to cut out this hole in the little swirly part. And a tiny little bit right there with that swirl. Okay. And I've got that hair sticking to stickers. I'm going to put it kind of right on the end part there. It doesn't really show up much on that background, but okay, now I'm going to put some of the larger elements here. I'm going to put Allie's alligator up top where Allie is, because that's Allie. And I'll let it be right there, and it's gonna stay kind of lifted up because I put that foam dots on it. I have to use the paper tape for this flare. These flare were sent to me by my good friend Dive, all the way from Australia. And they have the metal back, so I'm afraid they might rust if I were to use liquid glue, and I don't like using liquid glue with any flare anyway. So I have the B for Barrett, and I'm gonna put him, whoops, I pulled the tape off. There we go. I think that'll stick. I'm gonna put it kind of right there, and I'll do Katie's ladybug. I thought I had pulled a piece. Oh, it's already on there. Whoops, silly me. I'm kind of in a rush this morning because there's a bunch of stuff going on upstairs and I don't know when it's gonna come to a head. Anyway, I'm gonna do that right there, and now I need a squirrel for baby squirrel, and I have the squirrel I picked is facing the wrong way. I can't put it on there. I need something that is facing this way that will go right there. So let me pull out my bucket of squirrels and see what I can find. There's a okay, let me just dump them out, and I have to find a color, and ooh, here's a color and a direction. They're going the right way. It's kind of it brings in the red that there's so much of there. So I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit of that, the foam strips from Tailored Expressions. I'm gonna kind of put it right there, kind of join it up with that bit. And now I'm gonna take some of the other bits from the kit and try to work it in to these clusters that I've started with the kids' little spirit animals. Okay, I know I want the vellum butterflies because they're a symbol of change, and these kids have definitely changed. I wish they were still this age because their dramas, there were still dramas at that age, but they were much less complicated and had far fewer life-altering consequences. So I'm just gonna scatter these around. I'll put one here, kind of tuck it under the ampersand and right over the life part. And I've got one more that's smaller. So I'm gonna use one of the strips to go behind it. Put it right at the body. And I'm gonna put it right there, kind of coming off the doily. Okay, now I have this little hexagon that was cut from the back of one of the papers, and it is floral. And I'm just gonna kind of tuck it in right here. it's another way to add florals to the thing. I've got right here, this says family spending quality time together. It's not very colorful, but I can add some color around it. This says stay wild, adventurous spirit, and it seems perfect for these goofy kids. So I'm going to work this in right there, because Barrett's the one looking the wildest there, except, you know, you gotta look at Ava there. This says happy memories right here. This is another not terribly colorful bit, so I can put it over here where there's a lot of color. And as you can see, I'm probably embellishing the pattern paper pieces right out of existence. I'm just going to do that right there and lift the cup over it. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. So I will put those aside. And this says this never gets old, and I don't really think I need that either. So now I have this little clipboard that says The Good Life, and I thought maybe that could go up by the alligator. Or maybe over in here. How's that? I like that. I like that, because the butterfly, the colors work with that butterfly. So now, kind of up in here, I'm going to add something else that's colorful. Maybe this little orange. It's a brad, an adhesive brad. And I've got a little camera right here, which can go over here by life captured. I've got, let's see, some little stickery things here. I like the remember, and so I'm going to do a foam dot behind it, because there's a lot there that I'm enjoying remembering. I'm going to put it right there underneath that cluster. I want something up in here. How about, let's see. I've got this adhesive typewriter. That could kind of go right there. I'm going to put some foam behind it. And because I know that was at Christmas, I'm going to add just a little thing that I happen to have on my desk. I have a couple little circly Santa Clauses left from that Pretty Little Studio collection. And I'll put one right there. I'll add all three of them just for the hell of it, because it adds color, and the colors, let's see, how about, that's two of them up top, and then I'll add this one kind of down here at the bottom of that. That works for me. And then I've got a few more of these adhesive brads that are kind of cute. There. And here, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this one on foam. I wish I had done so with that one, but it is what it is at this point. So there. And let's do the hello. Maybe right under the butterfly's wings. Here's another little nod to the hot chocolate. It's a little mug. And I can put that maybe right there. And I have this pretty floral that I can add right in here. Just kind of tuck it out of there, tuck it into there. And I'm going to start adding these little small ones around because they repeat all of the colors that I've used in here. And I think that's kind of pretty. I'll put this one down here. And the rest of these are kind of notations and office-y kinds of things. So I'm not going to do that, but I will add these because, again, the colors are right. And it adds my hearts and stars that are part of my recipe. So I'm just going to make little clusters out of everywhere that I put one of those dots. And this is always fun. I'm managing to get stars and hearts in all of the clusters, and then I can kind of put those around. Let's see, where else do I want these? I'm going to kill this little sticker sheet here. There. I'll do a little heart there, a little tiny heart. Oops, didn't pick it up. There. Another heart here. And some pink ones around, like there. There, and where does this one want to go? We'll put it over here. Okay, I have killed that. Let's see if there's anything else I need to use here. There's, it says moments. This says big dreams and dream chaser. I could use a little word thing that goes there. How about moments? I'm gonna put a little bit of foam behind it, and then we're done. Or I'm done, and you're almost done watching it. Thank you for watching, by the way. I don't say that enough. It's knowing that you all are out there that keeps me doing all this. And this is a crazy, goofy page that bears only a passing resemblance to, and that was when it started, to this original. But I love it, and I wanted to do a page like that for this photo. So when I saw this design, I thought, okay, that's a chance for me to just embellish all the way around the doily so that you almost can't tell that there's a doily there. So I'm sure this is goofier than most of you would like on your pages, but I love having pages like this with goofy pictures of the kids kind of decorated goofily because it just captures the mood. I remember this moment. I don't remember the photo. I don't think I've ever seen the photo before. And James must have taken it while I was in the over making the hot chocolate or toasting the bagels or whatever it was that I was going to serve here, or opening the package of whatever it was. But it's just a goofy, crazy, wonderful moment that was on Christmas Day, eating out of Halloween plates in a bedroom that later became a dining room and served many meals. So thank you for watching. I hope you don't mind my little nostalgic waxings here. So, bye.